Attention, the Flying Commandos! On a mountaintop high above a large city stands the headquarters of a man devoted to the cause of freedom and justice. A war hero who has never stopped fighting against his country's enemies. A private citizen who is dedicating his life to the struggle against evil men everywhere. Jet Jackson.
Mission accomplished, Chet, and highly successful, too, I'm glad to say. We'll be home in about 70 minutes. What's the weather there?
Weather here's good. Ceiling unlimited, wind velocity 15 miles, steady. Altimeter setting 29.2. Over.
Roger, out.
Hey, what's that dark cloud over there?
Looks like some weather is brewing. Coming this way, fast.
I wasn't there a minute ago.
It just popped up, I guess. This is a rough one.
Oh, this plane is certainly taking a beating.
We must be in a hurricane.
Impossible. There's been no warning. Hurricanes don't just pop up like this.
Well, just the same, we're in one.
My stomach's beginning to feel upside down.
Bing, hold on.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to fly into the center of it.
What happened? Did we get out of it?
The hurricane? No, we're right in the center of it. We're in the eye.
In the center of the hurricane. How come we're not making like this?
Well, a hurricane is like a whirlpool. There's a calm point at the center around which everything revolves. We're in that now.
Well, we can't stay in it. Sooner or later, we'll have to fly out.
Well, first, we'll contact the Weather Bureau. Report it to them, they can send out warnings. Calling Greenfield Weather Station. This is aircraft 7700 calling Greenfield Weather Station. Come in, Greenfield. Over.
Greenfield Weather Station. Go ahead, 7700. Over.
I'm 150 miles east of the field, in the eye of a hurricane.
A hurricane?
That's what I said, a hurricane. It's traveling southwest by west, approximately 20 miles an hour. Estimated wind velocity, 100 miles an hour. You'll be getting confirmation any moment. Out. Tighten your belt, Icky. Here we go again.
Property damage from the freak hurricane is estimated in the millions of dollars. Loss of life was fortunately very low due to a timely warning radioed in by a civilian pilot who was continued on page 19. Who was continued on page 19.
A hurricane coming up like that without warning? That's as if there should suddenly be a total eclipse of the sun without the astronomers knowing. That's frightening.
I know. I'll bet there are a lot of worried weather experts this morning.
Oh, accidentally caught in a storm. Hey, here's something funny. Listen to this. SQ1. Remember my birthday. SQ989.
What's that?
There's something here in the classified ads section.
A secret squadron member, number 989?
SQ1, that's you.
Well, if he's a secret squadron member, why doesn't he call me on his pocket locator?
Or maybe he's bashful and wants you to send him a birthday present, but hates to ask you man to man.
Let's check our files on SQ989.
SQ989, Sally Jensen, age 11, 1216 Fulton Avenue, City.
It's a girl. That's why she wouldn't talk to you man to man.
Sally Jensen, I remember her. She impressed me as a very smart little girl.
Smart enough not to let you forget her birthday.
Yeah, when is her birthday?
I don't know, it doesn't say on her card.
Must be some kind of joke.
Well, it's not like a member of the secret squadron to waste our time with unimportant messages.
Let me try calling her on her pocket locator. SQ1 to SQ989. SQ1 to SQ989. Come in, SQ989. Come in, SQ989. You know, she lives right here in the city. Icky, get the car out. We're going for a spin.
Right.
Look at those daily papers. I'd say they've been gone at least a week. Nobody home?
You looking for Mr. Jensen?
Why, yes, sir. He has a daughter about 11, hasn't he?
Yeah, Sally.
Well, do you know where she is?
No, one morning last week they was gone, that's all. Probably come back when it gets cooler.
Oh.
Sure wish he had made it rain here first, though. Sure could use it.
Made it rain?
You see, he used to work for one of them companies that claimed they could make it rain by seeding the clouds with some sort of chemicals.
Oh, that Mr. Jensen. Yes, I remember him.
Was there anything else you wanted, mister?
Thanks, no. Oh, say, there is one other thing. Do you know what day Sally's birthday is?
Sally? Now, let me see. My granddaughter's on April 29th, and Sally's right after it. Yeah, that's it, the day after it.
30th of April, and this is the end of August. I don't get it.
Excuse me, sir. Are you sure it was the day after? Could it be 2 days after?
Well, I guess it could be. Yeah, now that I think of it, it was 2 days after. Make any difference?
Yes, it makes a great deal of difference. Thank you, sir. Come on, Icky, there's no time to waste.
You still sure this isn't some kind of a joke?
It's no joke, Icky. 2 days after April 29th is May 1st.
So she's Queen of the May.
May 1st, May Day.
May Day. Oh, May Day.
Yes, May Day, the international distress signal, which means help me.
You mean you think she's calling for help?
I think she's calling to us for help. That girl's in trouble. We've got to find her.
Yes?
Can you tell me who placed this classified ad?
I don't usually remember people who place advertisements with me.
Was it a little girl about 11 years old?
No, it was a man.
A man? What did he look like? What was his name?
I don't remember his name. He's a book salesman. He tried to get me to buy some books.
What kind of books?
An encyclopedia.
Well, that's something. Icky, we're going to check on every encyclopedia salesman in this city.
Oh, you don't have to do that. He comes here nearly every day to read the newspapers on that table. There he is now.
I beg your pardon, sir. Could I ask you a question? Did you place that ad in the paper?
Yes, I did.
Would you tell me why? It's very important that I know.
Why I placed that ad? I was asked to.
By whom?
Well, now, it was a little unusual. As a matter of fact, sit down.
Thank you.
I was working Marion Street. That's over on the other side of town. I was going up one side and down the other, and I wasn't doing very well. I sell a children's encyclopedia, you know. I just about decided to give up. Well, finally, a man came to the door. I told him I represented the Youth's Encyclopedia and what a fine thing it would be for his children. He said he wasn't interested and started to close the door. But before he could do it, a little girl slipped past him into the doorway. She said she had always wanted the Youth's Encyclopedia, and a real smart kid she was. I didn't need any more of a hint than that. The little girl's uncle, or whoever he was, tried to close the door. But I needed that sale and wasn't going to let it slip by without a real try. Her father was in the living room with another man. She asked him again if he wouldn't buy the encyclopedia, and right away he said he would. Never saw a man take less persuading. Well, sir, I whipped out that order blank mighty quick, I can tell you, and he signed it even quicker. I started to leave before he could change his mind, but the girl stopped me. She asked me if I'd mail a letter for her. Well, she picked up a blank piece of paper and a pencil from the desk and wrote on it just that one line there about remembering her birthday and, SQ something. She told me she was going to mail it with a couple of dollars to the classified ad section of the paper, but she couldn't find an envelope. I told him I was going by the newspaper office anyhow and would be glad to take it in myself. Then they gave me the money for the ad and I left. Yes, sir, it was the quickest sale I ever made. So I wrote the ad into the paper that afternoon. By the way, if you have any children between 6 and 16...
No, I'm afraid I don't. But could I ask you one more question? What is the number of that house on Marion Street?
Oh, yes, I wrote it down in my little order book here. Let's see now. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. No. Oh, here it is. Number 782.
What do we do now? Break in?
Remember this?
Oh, yeah, the electronic master key.
One of Tut's handiest inventions. Looks like the birds have flown.
Yeah, and took the furnishings with them.
Yeah, they wanted to be sure they didn't leave any clues. They're pretty smart, whoever they are.
And got out awful fast.
That girl is smart, too. Getting that message out under the noses of her captors took pretty quick thinking. You know, I'll bet she's left some sort of a clue for us here.
I'd like to know how. There's nothing left in this dump. It's clean.
Hey, there's something they left behind. This calendar. Say, Hickey, have you noticed anything odd about it?
Yeah. No pinup girl.
Notice that next month is showing, September. This is only the middle of August.
That's right.
Maybe she tore off this month's page to attract our attention.
Is there anything written on it?
Hickey, this brown smudge.
Yeah, it looks like blood. Maybe she cut a finger.
Blood. Blood right near those mountains. Red Mountain. Red Mountain. The Red Mountain Range is only 90 miles west of here. That's where they were heading. She must have heard them say it.
I'll bet that's it.
She cut her finger all right to leave that clue. Come on.
Well, we zigged and we zagged over those mountains and haven't seen a thing.
Well, keep looking.
What I want to know is, what are those guys after? This isn't a ransom deal, is it?
I don't know. There's a hunch I'd say it had something to do with the weather.
With the weather?
Sally's father is one of the greatest living weather scientists.
Yeah?
We've had some mighty peculiar weather lately.
You think he's got something to do with it?
As I said, it's just a hunch.
I won't do it. I can't.
You've made one hurricane for us. I think you'll make another.
Not when I think of the destruction that one caused. It sickens me.
Think of the destruction we can cause. With such an important weapon as control of the weather, my country would not let one life or many lives stand in the way.
Please don't let them make you do it, Daddy.
We have all your chemicals and equipment here. Or, if you prefer, you can simply tell us how to do it.
No. Very well. I'll make the compound.
Now you're being reasonable.
I saw a flash back there in that cabin.
We'll make a 360. We'll take another look. There's that flash again.
What are you doing?
Stop now.
That's where it came from before.
There's a level meadow back there. We're going down and take a look.
Put on your masks.
What do they do?
I'm not sure. Seems a good time to get into this cabin. Come on.
Jet Jackson.
SQ-1 answering your Mayday call.
Jet Jackson, you're here just in time. You've got to stop those men.
From what?
From seeding the atmosphere with my Compound X. It'll mean another hurricane.
Another hurricane? You mean that one the other day was...
I did it.
They made him do it, Jet Jackson. Honest, they did. Don't let them do it again.
Don't worry, Sally. We'll straighten this thing out.
Soon, without warning, there will be another hurricane, bringing death and destruction as widespread as an atom bomb.
Turn off that machine right now!
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm Jet Jackson. Turn it off.
So you're the great Jet Jackson. Take them inside.
Oh, Icky, what a headache I have.
Well, no wonder we're in a storeroom. No windows here for air.
What about those two in there? What are we going to do about them? You know what we have to do? We can't take chances.
Those guys mean business. This hurricane stuff is just a start. They can make floods, droughts, tornadoes.
Icky, they can wreck our farms, destroy our crops and food supply, starve us as a nation.
In a small, windowless room, what would be the effect of your Compound X on the human system?
Why, no effect at all.
You're a very unconvincing liar, Jensen. Bring that generator around here.
No, you mustn't.
Get out of my way. Now, turn it on. It should take only a few minutes.
Look!
Turn on full power.
Hickey. Tie him up. And turn off that machine.
That's Alice. She's wounded.
Let's get her up on the couch. She's losing a lot of blood. We've got to get her to a hospital. Get me a pressure bandage of some kind, a clean cloth, a bed sheet, anything. We'll take her in my plane.
Hurricane is here. My hurricane.
Hurricane or no hurricane, she's got to be taken to a hospital.
She's very weak. Do you think we'll get through?
We have to buck this storm head on back to the city. We'll ascend to a lower altitude. There's less disturbance down there. SQ1 calling SQ3. SQ1 calling SQ3. Can you hear me, SQ3? Over.
SQ3 to SQ1. Come in, SQ1. Over.
Ted, we're fighting a hurricane. We have a little girl who needs a blood transfusion. We can't make the city airport. You have to have things ready when we arrive at headquarters. Over.
The hurricane's just missing us here. I'll try to have a doctor here and all the equipment when you land. Over.
You've got to, Ted. You've got to. Out.
How is she, Doctor? Will she be all right?
Her pulse feels steadier, and her color's coming back.
What just came in on the hurricane?
It brushed past the city and is spending itself over the desert. Boy, are we lucky.
Thank heaven for that. It can't do much harm out there.
She's coming down.
Sally. Hello, Sally.
Hello, Daddy. Hello, SQ1. Where am I?
You're in my headquarters. You've been hurt, but you're going to be all right.
Jet Jackson saved your life, Doc.
It's nothing to what you did, Sally. You may have saved thousands of lives.
All I did was send a Mayday call.
Yeah, and a few important clues.
But much more than that, Sally. You proved that girls, too, can fight for justice with their strength and courage.
This has been a film presentation.